Track wrestling with Angel Escobedo, head wrestling coach at Indiana. Is there a story behind your name? How'd you get the name Angel?
So it was actually my great-grandfather's name on my mom's side. So she picked the name, and also she said I was going to be an angel, so it didn't work out though.
Your kids have unique names. How'd you pick those?
Malachi from the Bible, Sanaya actually an actress, Sanaya Latham, and then Zoe, actually my wife picked out Zoe, and yeah, I mean we kind of wanted something different for our names.
Is it a team effort?
Yes, team effort.
Is it to pick names?
Yeah. Malachi, actually, I would say that we kind of both came, to the name Malachi for our son, but Sanaya and Zoe, I would say that my wife really kind of pushed for those, and I was all about it.
Big Ten is the premier wrestling conference. How do you gain ground in this just unbelievable conference?
I mean, I think what I preach to my athletes about progress and getting better every tournament. I mean, as a coaching staff, that's what we gotta continue to stress to ourselves. It's right now it's not always an uphill climb. Sometimes you take a little steps back, but you got to keep going forward. And for us, we're next up for us is Midlands Championship, so we're going to be looking to do as best as we can and try to get on the podium for a bunch of our guys.
How do you feel like you developed at Indiana? You had some good coaching there with Mike Mena, but was it him, or do you feel like that the head coach is able to really influence how you develop?
Yeah, I think the head coach, Dwayne Goldman was a 4-time finalist, NCAA champ. I had Mena as well. I had Reggie White. I had a bunch of assistants, Joey Dubuque for my senior year. But I do think the head coach does have a very big impact as far as the culture, the mentality of the team, kind of what he's preaching. And, Dwayne preached toughness coming from Iowa, and that's something that I bought into, and I always prided myself in being tough.
Are you able to still get on the mat and go with these guys?
Yeah, I go as often as possible. I would say probably 4 to 5 times a week I go with these guys, and I'm 32. I'm at a point right now where I can still wrestle every day, and why not? Because one day I'm not going to be able to wrestle. So I love it so much that I love being in there.
Does that change how you coach when you're competing with the guys in the room?
It does. It does. I mean, I really have to pour into my assistants and kind of let them do what they do best as coach, and because I'm focused on whoever I'm wrestling, trying to get them better, minor details, and I can't overlook the room and see what guy has what needs what or whatever. So my assistants are, if they're not wrestling, they're walking around and doing what needs to be done.
What do you do best as a coach?
I would say I really like one-on-one individual work, and I'm big into getting in there with the guys, trying to understand their mentality, the philosophy behind it, kind of breaking down the technique. I'm a big technician. I like Tricky Tuesday, like throwing in my own spin of moves and trying to figure things out and get to solutions. So that's probably my biggest strength.
We did a facilities tour this past summer.
Yeah.
You were, I think, unable to be there, but
yeah,
I think Mike Dixon had said something about you guys have just something that you do to try to build mentally some different tricks. What do you guys do to do that?
Yeah, I mean whether it's like conditioning before wrestling, or conditioning while you're drilling, or just any type of mental work as far as where we're keeping them on edge, so they don't know what's going on. I think that's right now. I always tell my guys, you have to be a problem solver. How can I solve this problem that's in front of me? And so we're just trying to throw problems at them and see if they can respond. And I think another unique thing that we do is we ask a lot of questions. What would you do here? So they could take some ownership and really think through the situation.
Do you like RTCs?
Yeah, I love RTCs.
Do you?
Yeah, I wish I had RTC when I was, going through high school. It would have been a really great opportunity to get some freestyle, work with high-level guys.
How about the folkstyle freestyle debate? You hear people that say we need to go to all freestyle. Where do you side on that? You did both.
I'm a big freestyle guy. I am. Outside freestyle. I love freestyle. I think it's more exciting. I think from a fan's perspective, it's a quicker paced match, a lot of energy, a lot more moves, exciting moves, a lot more oohs and ahs, and I really think that if we want to hit the next level of wrestling, I think freestyle could take us there. As far as from a fan attendance, fan engagement type of situation.
How about Olympic red shirts? Do you think that's good that this season's really different because a lot of these guys are taking red shirts? Do you like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, if I had a student athlete who said, hey, coach, I want to be, Olympic champ and I want to take a red shirt, 100%. I'm all for what's in the best interest of the student athlete. I think every kid is different, every young man's different and their situation is, but, I think if the kid really wants to, why stop him? The Olympics only come around every 4 years, so do the most that you can as a coaching staff to help them get there.
Angel Escobedo, thanks for the time.
Thank you.